Hi guys, this is Marius from Trademate Sports doing another live sports trading stream. I think there have been an edge on the last 3 or 4 games that Aalborg has been playing. So, not sure what that is up with. The bookies constantly underestimating Aalborg. That is good for us though, because it means we can get in some action. Looks like there's plenty of edges here. It's less than 1 hour until the big Saturday 4 p.m. round in Norwegian time starts. So we're going to see if we're able to get in some more edges before the games kick off. I got about 40 open bets right now. So I've been getting in some good turnover on a couple of my bookmakers. As you can see, I'm almost tapped out here. So that's how we want it to be on a Saturday. Just flip over as much as possible of your bankroll. Okay, Morkin, that has to be League 2, right? Yes, it is. All right, a 6% edge on a draw, less than an hour before kickoff. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so it looks like we have some Swedish first division games here. I'm going to try and look up this Nottingham Forest game first, though. And looks good. A bit slow. For those of you who are using a Mac, I highly recommend using something called Spectacle, which makes it a lot faster to navigate once you have a lot of different things, tabs and everything up and running at the same time. Windows. That's the word I was looking for. A lot of different windows. Yeah, and as you can see, things are just super slow right now. But while that is loading, I'll see if I'm able to search up the Swedish game here. Alright, so it's a draw bet on the home team. It's going to be interesting to see whether I maxed the limit here. Yes, I did. So then I want to head back out and just place a round amount. It is good not to max out the limits either, if you can avoid it. Not a very large surprise either that the Swedish first division is not the market with the highest liquidity in it. So we'll keep looking for the Nottingham Forest game. And once we have these trades in and things slow down a little bit, we'll have a look at some of the trades that I have on today. But right now, we just want to get in as much action as possible before the big round starts. Okay, well, at least it is loading now. And then we can have a look over here, see if we can look up this Zenit game. Zenit versus Ansi in the Russian Premier League. Right. Says it has some connection issues, so that's not the most promising message to get. But we'll see if we're able to find it. And let's just switch back and there we have the Forest game. It's still loading now. I have been getting in some okay volume and definitely some very good edges here. But when there's this many edges on different handicap lines, And I know that I've been a bit slow because my computer's lagging. I would not be very surprised if the lines have changed. But it's still worth having a look. And yeah, but I still think that this is going to be an edge, even if it is at 1.7. Yes, it is. So that's good. And there it dropped again. Did you guys see that? Well, at least it shows that Trademate is working just like it should in finding the value in the market, since the bookies are slicing their odds to save themselves. I'll have a look for the European handicap. Yeah, no, that is just way below now. Yeah, so that really sucked. Because now it's just too low. I'm not gonna bother looking it up. I'm pretty sure that is not an edge anymore now. This one does look pretty promising though. An 8% edge in the championship. That is definitely something to look into. So it's Norwich City versus Reading that we're currently looking for. Yeah, so this is what happens with the streaming software, unfortunately. Killing Trademate is that's not the command that I'm the most happy to execute. Let's see if we can get it back up. So in the meantime, I was looking for Norwich at 2.05, if I remember correctly. So we'll still go ahead and see if we can get that trade on. Unless I can see that the odds has moved, I'll be pretty confident that that will still be an edge. So let's... Okay, not getting in any action now in the last 30 minutes or so. It's just it's bad for me, it's bad for you guys. So I think what we will do is that I'll host a results stream later today, maybe around 7 p.m. or something, GMT +1. If I still have issues while only running Trademate and looking through my stats, I'll just post a video instead. So at the very least, we'll have that. At least we did get to see a couple of edges popping up, but this speed right here is just it's just unbearable. So we'll call it. We'll take a break now and be back later today. So for those of you who have been watching, thanks for that, and I hope you got some value out of it. So I tried doing a stream a bit earlier today, but the streaming software takes up a lot of the processing power on my computer, so having the bookies up at the same time as I stream just makes it really difficult to get any trades in, which doesn't make for the best viewing experience either. So I figured that I'd rather focus on getting the trades in and do the stream now instead and have a look at how I've been doing so far. So there are a couple of edges currently, which you can see some in the French and the Dutch league, but maybe we'll have a look if we can get those on. Actually, I will try and just see if I can get the one on here on in the Dutch league. And because these guys have been one of the bookies where I've been that's been lagging less, since they don't have too much fancy stuff in terms of photos and images and everything going on their site. So we'll head over to the Dutch League and see if we can get that trade on, and after that we'll have a look at the trades I've been having so far today. Right, so it is Den Haag with a 1-0 European handicap. There it is. Alright, so let's just get that placed. Oh yeah, I placed $5 short, but you know, it's fine. Okay, yes, so let's have a look at how I've been doing today. I currently still have 16 trades open, including the Chelsea-Bournemouth game that's on right now, where I have above 3.5, I think. And Chelsea were 2-0 up after 25 minutes, so that was a pretty good start. Overall, I have been on a downswing lately. So from the peak here, I think I found myself down almost $600-700 or something. And now today has been a brilliant day. I've been bouncing back up a couple of $100. Things have been looking really good, and the results have been coming my way. Also, some, if I remember correctly, some huge edges. And we'll have a look. So placed an early bet here on the Golden State Warriors. So a couple of NBA games to go. For those of you who are Norwegian, when you place a bet on Norse Tipping on the basketball games, make sure that you get the odds that includes overtime. I made that mistake today where I was just so excited because the odds was 2.9 for Miami Heat to win. I was just like, wow, this is an amazing edge. And it was pretty good at 4% at 2.75, but the bet I placed did not include overtime. So it's a rookie mistake to make, but happens to all of us at some point. Just try and keep that in mind if you get very excited over some NBA edges. Also have a couple of baseball games. I managed to turn over my entire bankroll over at Bet365 today, so that's the last amount I had left in the account. We also have some French league games later on tonight. A bit of Portuguese, the Dutch league that we just placed. We have over 3.5 in the Dortmund game, and I know Bayern scored pretty early on. I have not checked whether it's more than 1-0. We also have a bet here on an Austrian game. Over 3.5 in Chelsea. It's going to be interesting to follow that game. We have Rosenborg, the Norwegian. They won everything last year, and they won the 2 first games this season, and they're currently leading. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully that one goes in. They got Nicholas Bentner in as a striker this season, and he scored in both the first games, and today he scored an own goal. So he's been pretty prolific both ways so far. Or the Lord Bentner, as he's called these days. Okay, we also have some action here in Turkish league. I think this was a draw so far. The last time I had a look, and I think this game between Monaco and Angers has finished. We'll look at that. For those of you who are currently using Trademate, we've been having some issues with results today. Don't worry, they will be updated eventually. Tobias is working on getting that fixed. If you want to go ahead and update it manually, then feel free to do so. But if you don't want to do it, just wait, and it will be fixed. It'll just take a bit of time while we're figuring stuff out. So yeah, let's see if we can find the score here in Monaco game. That ended in a 1-0. So that is a win, despite a negative closing. So got saved there. So yeah, I think the clearest win today was Norwich City, who won 7-1 against Reading. So maybe that edge should have been higher, despite it ending with a negative closing and everything. I can see right now that Bayern Munich are 2-1 up so far, so that over 3.5 bet is looking pretty good, which will have my day become even better. So far, Chelsea 2-1 now. I'm curious as to see. There's a Norwegian playing for Bournemouth, Joshua King. He's been doing really well lately. Scored against Liverpool in the last round. So let's have a look if he's done it again. And it is Joshua King. Wow, he's killing it these days. It really is. Too bad I didn't put him in my fantasy football team. But maybe the next round. Okay, so yeah, we also had Atletico here and the derby there in Madrid. Ended in a draw 1-1, so that bet went in. Let's just look for some of the larger like edges both ways. This one 7.5% edge, great bet. Didn't end with a win. I think it was you 1-1 or 1-0 to Barnet. This one, on the other hand, moved really badly against us, so I assume that Brentford didn't start with some players. There must have been some lineup stuff happening here for such a large deviation to happen. They lost as well after being 1 goal up, so that wasn't too great. For those of you who don't know, Brentford is owned by Matthew Bannon, the owner of Matchbook, and there's one more bookie I think he owns, but he also runs a. He's been a very successful sports bettor, so that's how he's built his fortune, along with bookmaking and stuff. I also had Stoke today versus Liverpool. I watched that game. Liverpool being my favorite team. Uh, so when Stoke scored, you're always like, damn it, Liverpool are losing. But at the same time, if they did end up losing, my bet would go in. Still pretty happy that they managed to turn it around in the end. But I lost my bet, and Liverpool started with one 17-year-old and one 18-year-old in Woodburn and Trent Alexander-Arnold today, and you can really see that in the odds here. That when I placed it, it was a 4.2% edge on Stoke to win in the draw no bet, and it closed at 15.8%. So once the news of the lineup came out, the odds on Stoke must have dropped pretty solidly to create that 15% edge. But some halftime substitutes and Brazilian magic still managed to secure Liverpool a very important win today. Let's have a look here. So this one also pretty large closing, 9.8% on 2.5 in the Western Swansea game, ended with a 1-0 win to West Ham. So good edge, good win, even stronger closing. There's been quite a lot of the large closings today, I think, in both ways. Also remember this Swedish first division game. I think it's first division. No, it is the top division between Eskilstuna and Örebro. And I was just like, I knew I had some money on the game, but I could not remember which team I bet on. So I remember being happy when I saw Eskilstuna score to turn around from a 0-1 to 2-1 and winning it. But then I check my results and I see that I had money on the other team. So I hate it when that happens, but at least it wasn't too much. mean, even some of the Asian handicaps I had today ended up in voids. So overall, it's been pretty good. There you can see some leftovers from earlier in the week. A couple of the losing streaks that I had there. And also a couple of bets that didn't go in earlier today. And here the odds moved very, very badly against me as well on Bury. But overall, it's been a really good day, and bets have been coming off. Like Leipzig scored after 90 minutes to avoid that bet, so happy about that one as well. Here's another Turkish game. 2.9 in odds, 3.6 edge, 10.6 closing. Went in. Absolutely great. So yeah, overall it's been pretty good. I think it's 3 weeks since the last stream. I did make a bit of a recording earlier this week where I went through my downswing results. So I'll either include it in this video or I'll publish it separately, and then we can just have a look at how I've been doing this. Just the stats for the last week, so since Monday. And yeah, up $433 over the last this week. 2.5k turnover, running really good, like 17.4% ROI, 10.5% flat. So really, the stake sizing has brought me some really solid extra profits. 66 trades placed, quite a lot of action during the midweek today with full league rounds and everything, and also a good Saturday. So in a good position now before more games tomorrow. And I also noticed that some of the bookies that I've been running and not too good at over a period of time, um, I have now those results are starting to improve a bit, which is always nice to see. And then for some of the more low volume bookies, my average ROI is still looking great. So overall, it's been pretty good. I'm up at 1,419 trades in total now. So it's just a matter of keeping it up for the rest of the season, and Norwegian Swedish League running all the time, and there's always games on. Always some games on. Let's see. The MLS. Alright, so I'm going to try and see if I can get a trade in here as well on New England versus Houston. So just the top four race in the Premier League is starting to heat up now. A lot of pressure on both Arsenal and Manchester United to win their games over the next or tomorrow and Monday. Both City and Liverpool and Tottenham doing their job today, and Chelsea really is just out of reach by a very, very long stretch. Alright, so I had hit a limit there. So I guess I was a bit trigger happy. But we can adjust that afterwards. Let's just see if we can get something in there. Oh, that was for a different game. Alright. I'll try and look up the other game before I move away from the trade feed. And then I'll just edit it afterwards. Let's have a look here at Chicago. And let's see if we can, yeah, that one is looking good as well. So only 2.3% edge, but it low odds, and it does start in 30 minutes. So we're gonna get that one placed as well. Another thing that I've been noticing is just how important it is to distribute your bankroll unevenly across the bookmakers. So I've opened up a couple of new accounts over the last couple of weeks, and which is great because it enables me to get on more trades, get a higher turnover. But for a couple of the low volume bookies, I just have a bunch of money stuck in those accounts that I'm really not able to turn over as much. And the trades I do get on there are usually quite good. So, which is why I don't go like crazy on the lower leagues on those bookies either. So I still want my accounts to last long there, so I can keep getting in those good edges. But if I could choose, I'd probably have like at least 50% of my roll in the three bookies where I get in the most trades, and we've been posting on the Slack channel and to people who ask like which bookies we have that deliver the highest volume of trades. So it's very good to have a look at that list when you decide on how much to put into the different ones. All right, so we got that amount correct now. Yeah, so that's good. All right, so we still have 17 trades open today. So we'll be approaching 1450, and we'll see how many I just get in tomorrow as well. I'll just have another quick look at the current results on the games that are playing, whether we have some early locks, which is always fun. But yeah, just recently the second halves and just recently started in the Chelsea game and Bayern game, so I guess they're not ready quite yet, or maybe the Rosenborg game. Right, still hasn't finished. And the Besiktas game, and Travis Sponsor has taken the lead. So that's great news. So I guess the great day continues. I hope it's been a very good day for you guys as well. And for those of you who are not watching it live, it's Rada Yega, so that's where he ended up. For those of you who are not watching it live, once this video is on YouTube, if you have any questions there, just write them in the comment section. And we're always happy to answer any questions you guys might have.